Another day of March Madness awaited college basketball fans on Saturday. With the first round complete, the 2025 men's NCAA tournament progressed to the second round, which saw several high-profile team and coaching matchups on display. Required reading: March Madness winners, losers. McNeese State adds to ACC men's NCAA tournament misery, perhaps the biggest of those pitted national champion St. John's and Arkansas against each other, or, perhaps more accurately, Rick Pitino and John Calipari. The two national title-winning coaches faced off against each other for the first time since December 2016, with Pitino, then with Louisville, beating his Kentucky counterpart. Calipari got the better of his St. John's counterpart on Saturday, however, with number 10 seed Arkansas upsetting No. 2 St. John's 75-66. Another notable game on Saturday includes number 1 overall seed Auburn taking on a Creighton team that demolished 8 seed Louisville on Thursday. Follow the madness, NCAA men's tournament bracket, scores, schedules, teams and more. Elsewhere, Kelvin Sampson and number 1 seed Houston ended Mark Few and Gonzaga's Sweet 16 streak, while Rick Barnes' 2-seeded Tennessee kept alive its hopes of a first-ever Final Four appearance by beating Mick Cronin and 7-seed UCLA. Check out all the bracket updates, scores, highlights and more from Saturday's action, men's March Madness games today. Saturday, March 22nd, 4 Purdue 76, 12 McNeese 62, 10 Arkansas 75, 2 St. John's 66, 5 Michigan 91, 4 Texas A&M 79, 3 Texas Tech 77, 11 Drake 64, 1 Auburn 82, 9 Creighton 70, 6 BYU 91, 3 Wisconsin 89, 1 Houston 81, 8 Gonzaga 76, 2 Tennessee 67, 7 UCLA 58. Get the sports newsletter in your inbox. Sports news, no matter the season. Stop by for the scores, stay for the stories. Mick Cronin and UCLA dragged it out a bit, but the foregone conclusion came to pass. Tennessee beats UCLA 67-58. Advancing to the Sweet 16 for the third straight season under Rick Barnes. Sky Clark hits 3 to narrow gap between UCLA, Tennessee. Too little too late, but a Sky Clark three-pointer with 41 seconds remaining narrows UCLA's deficit to Tennessee, with the Vols now leading 64-53. Credit to the Bruins for fighting till the last, Tennessee leading UCLA big. The final 4 minutes of play from Tennessee and UCLA's second-round game is a mere matter of course. The Vols lead the Bruins 61-44 at the under 4 media timeout and, barring a massive breakdown, will advance to the Sweet 16 for the 4th time under Rick Barnes. Chaz Lanier breaks Tennessee's single-season three-pointers record. Lanier hits a three-pointer to reach 20 points against UCLA, breaking a Vols single-season record in the process. His 119th three-pointer of the season breaks the previous record of 118 set by Chris Lofton in 2007-08. Houston ends Gonzaga's Sweet 16 streak. Despite Gonzaga outscoring Houston 49-46 in the second half, the 1-seed Cougars hang on to defeat the Bulldogs 81-76 to reach their 6th straight. Houston also ends Gonzaga's previous record of 9 consecutive Sweet 16 berths, with Houston taking over the active record. L.J. Cryer was exceptional for the Cougars, scoring 30 points and nailing 6 three-pointers to lead all scorers. Tennessee leads UCLA 32-25 at halftime. Chaz Lanier is continuing his strong NCAA tournament run, as the Vols' leading scorer leads all players with 12 points as Tennessee leads UCLA 32-25 at halftime. The Bruins are primed to give the Vols a tough test in the second half as Tennessee looks to move on to the second weekend for the third consecutive season. BYU holds on, beats Wisconsin for Sweet 16 berth. John Tonia's shot just before the buzzer is an airball, and BYU staves off Wisconsin's late comeback attempt with a 91-89 win in Denver. High-scoring game ends in upset fashion in one of the most exciting games of the NCAA tournament so far. The Cougars make it to the second weekend for the first time since 2011. John Tonia and 1. Tonia is unconscious, as he shortens Wisconsin's deficit to 91-89 on the three-point play. Wisconsin has a chance at pulling a comeback here, as BYU holds possession but calls timeout with 39 seconds remaining. Richie Saunders having a career night. BYU guard Richie Saunders has the Cougars on the verge of reaching the second weekend of the NCAA tournament, in large part to his huge showing against Wisconsin. The 6'5" guard has 25 points and 7 rebounds, shooting 9 of 16 from the field with 3 three-pointers. Wisconsin's John Tonya has also been sensational, pouring in 34 points on 9 of 16 shooting. BYU leads 91-86 with 1:12 remaining. Houston leads Gonzaga 35-27 at halftime. L.J. Cryer has been outstanding for Houston.